What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. You know, if I was the Los Angeles Clippers, one thing I would do, even though now you got the point guard and John Wall, you got the type of caliber player you want in him, I still would be looking elsewhere and trying to find a big man. I think that's another good piece that they can add to their team and have more depth in that area as well. And the one person I would look at, or should I say I would look into, is Bobby Portis. He is, if I were the Clippers, I would look into this guy, Bobby Portis, because Bobby Portis, opted out of his contract with the Milwaukee Bucks, became an unrestricted free agent. And, he's ready to probably move on and take another step in another direction. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then if I were the Clippers, he would be somebody I would look into, specifically because Bobby Portis is one of those type guys where, he is tough, gritty, and he is, very, very, I feel like his IQ for the game is really good as well. He's one of those high IQ player type guys to me because he knows the right position to be in. He's not the most athletic. He's not the most, anything, but what he is, he's very skilled and he understands how to play basketball from a different angle than other big men, because the way he uses his body, the way he plays, the way he, boxes out when it comes to getting rebounds, the way he can knock down the 17-footer and step out and knock down a three every now and then. Bobby Portis was a huge part of Milwaukee's success in regards to them winning the championship. And it goes unnoticed the things that he does, but the man did average 14 points and 9 rebounds on like 43 or 44% shooting from the field. I mean, he's no trash player at all. He is a really good, solid big man, power forward / center. He's 6'10", he's long, he's big, and like I said, he likes to bang in the paint. He's a physical type guy, and I think that's what the Clippers need, especially if Marcus Morris wants to leave and go play with the Heat. Well, okay, then let Marcus Morris go. Get rid of that contract that he has, let him go, and bring a player on like Bobby Portis, who can actually, pick up where Marcus Morris left off, but actually play a little bit more consistent. Now, of course, Marcus Morris, he is a power forward as well, but so is Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis can play the power forward and the center position because of his size. So now you got a power forward / center who can come in at times and help out Zubac. You can rotate Zubac out with him with a little bit of Hartenstein. Now you got a trio in the big man category where you got versatility once again, because see, to me, when I look at somebody like Bobby Portis, he puts me in the mind state of somebody like a Serge Ibaka, in which the Clippers just had, minus the shot blocking. Because when Serge Ibaka was right, back in the day, a few years ago, Serge Ibaka, yes, was a human like fly swatter. The dude would just block anything that comes in the paint, especially in his days in OKC. But all those days are behind him now. He's actually a teammate of Bobby Portis's on the Milwaukee Bucks and not getting no playing time because he doesn't have that ultimate skill that he used to have, which is the knack for just blocking shots and the athleticism to do it at a high level the way he once could. And to me, Bobby Portis has a lot of his attributes except the shot blocking, as I said. But Bobby Portis can shoot, stretch the floor, versatile. He can play defense. He moves his feet very well. He has good hands. He swipes at the ball. He causes turnovers. Bobby Portis is a problem for a lot of teams, or any team that plays against the team that he's playing for. He's just one of those type guys. And this is why I said that the Clippers want to better their chances of winning a championship, you need guys like that. And the way Bobby Portis plays, he plays more in control rather than Marcus Morris does, because Marcus Morris is liable to get technical fouls, do some dirty stuff, as he always does, kind of like behind the referee's back, sort of say, he's more that type. And like I said, Bobby Portis is more the type where he can, do things and be physical, but do it within his means. Do it within the means of not getting technicals and going back and forth with referees and all that. All that stuff and got old with Marcus Morris. And this is why I said, Marcus Morris is good, but if he really wants to go, if I were the Clippers, he would be the one. He would be the first one I let go, simply because of all the comments, the tweets, and everything. And now he's talking about he wants to go play with his big bro. Then send him to Miami. Let him go there, because, like I said, getting rid of his contract will open up the doors for other opportunities, to happen. And one opportunity that I think the Clippers should at least try to pursue is somebody like Bobby Portis. I really would, because I'm telling you, he's one of those type players where, I don't know if you ever seen the Milwaukee Bucks play or seen him play enough. Bobby Portis makes an impact every time he's on the floor. And like I said, he can give you 14 and 10 a game. That's more than what Zubac can give you. And you just gave Zubac, the Clippers just gave Zubac a 3-year, $33 million contract. And Zubac is giving you 10 and 9. 10 points and 9 rebounds a game. Bobby Portis is giving you 14 and 9 a game, 14 and 10. Something that I said in my previous video from yesterday about Zubac, he should be averaging right now, but he's not averaging that. He's giving you like 10 and 9, which is pretty good. But if you're gonna extend his type of contract or his contract, then you definitely should look into somebody like Bobby Portis, because he definitely can bring way more value than Zubac can right now as we speak. So, when you look at that in its entirety, I feel like the Clippers should at least take a look at Bobby Portis. If they don't go after, if they don't get him, oh well, but I still think they should put their bid in and try to attempt, especially since he's an unrestricted, especially since he's a free agent. I would at least try, because like I said, players like him that have an IQ for the game and play very, very physical, but can also stretch the floor and give the Clippers versatility like they would have had, or like I should say they thought they were going to get out of Serge Ibaka. You would be getting that out of Bobby Portis. Now you got a younger Serge Ibaka, minus the shot blocking, but everything else is pretty much the same. And maybe he might be a better shooter than Serge Ibaka was. That may be debatable, but hey, Bobby Portis is really good. And like I said, he's won a championship with the Bucks, so he know what it's like to go through the trenches, and go through the whole, operation of, starting, at one point in the season and being the last team standing at the end of the season. He knows what that's like, because he just won a championship with the Bucks like less than 2 years ago. So it's about getting those type players in. See, those are the type players you want to have on your team, or players like him, I should say, because he knows the game, and like I said, he's won a championship, and he has championship DNA. He's definitely, I never heard of him being a disruptive person in the locker room. And he's definitely a hard working guy. He's definitely a blue collar type worker type player, and that's what the Clippers need. Clippers need somebody like that that's willing to come in and just do the dirty work, the little things, and which helps build championship characteristics, which help build championship DNA in other players. Like sometimes when you bring in players like that, it rubs off on the other players who never won a championship, where they'll go out and do things and start playing to a different level and playing to that type of ability. So to me, I definitely want to see them at least try to attempt to go after Bobby Portis. I feel like he would be the icing on the cake for the Clippers, because he's one of them type players where he's going to get rebounds. He's going to battle for the boards. He's going to get putbacks. He's going to knock down jumpers. He can knock down a 3 if needed. And like I said, he could defend really well. Probably from position, I'd say, position 3 through 5. He definitely, can play some good defense, in any of those positions. And like I said, he moves his feet really well on defense. And like I said, you're not missing a beat with somebody like Bobby Portis. And matter of fact, he might be the starter, and Zubac might be his backup if they actually found a way to get somebody like Bobby Portis. But I definitely think the Clippers should put their bid in. I definitely think that they should, look his direction, because if somebody like him is a free agent, you got to at least send your pitch out there and see what he says, because he would be going from one championship team to another championship team, because like I said, the Clippers are already loaded. So their team is really stacked, and they're really ready to make a run now. So anybody they add to this team, they're going to have an opportunity to win and do something really special. So I would like to see if they would add Bobby Portis and somebody, or at least Bobby Portis or somebody of his caliber. Preferably, I would like them to acquire him if they could. But I definitely want to see, what other moves the Clippers are going to make, but it's just a suggestion on my end, and hopefully the suggestion turns into reality. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section as always. And hey, Khaliis out.